balancing attack or defence. As Haywood will grab the ball again. Interesting to see whether he goes to pin this one deep once again. Oh, it's a horrible drop, but he does manage just to hoik it downfield. There's a look into the backfield where the kick doesn't come. Tipped in with a good shot. That does allow his man outside the 22. And too much competition down there.
Sounds like.
Not releasing before he going in for the competition. And 2 penalties given in similar situations on opposite sides of the field for exactly the same thing. Won't be what Cammy wants. That one has gone as a sky ball. Is it wide enough?
Yeah.
El decides to give them the decision of whether they want a knock. Oh, and then offside. Wow, what a shame. So El decided to give them the option whether they wanted to line out the scrum or the penalty, or from one on the outside. And another fantastic kick.
It was a shame there because the guy that went for the catch did jump from outside the field of play, and if he had held on to it, it would have been
He would have just
benefit the Maidenhead.
Yeah. So based upon statistics, if you're a statistics person, this looks like it's going to be a counter-attack for Maidenhead coming off this line out.
Yeah.
Interested to see whether they try and keep this one a bit simpler. It's going to be a jump at the front, and yeah, there we go.
That's a good competition.
It is a good competition. Obviously quite a simple routine, but it's not always the easiest to just get someone up on time at the front to compete. So Maidenhead doing a good job. Liam with his second steal of the game, as Hendo will have his ball in hand. This one will come wide to Freddie once again. There is space on the outside. Little dummy comes in, but does bring in the defenders. Wow, and he's through the middle. He's got to put some footwork in now. Throws a little shimmy. He's very isolated. Does well to stay on his feet. He's trying to be held. Got it. Oh, and the ball's come out loose. No offload can come for it, but it's a red ball. Time for the counter attack to get there. The counter up looks fantastic. Everybody, and the 10 comes in and immediately comes through the side. But it will play on as he's wrapped up. Another dodgy offload coming out. This ball, oh, and a good collision. And the ball comes away. And there is space, a little chip in the backfield. Tipped through. And Haywood will carry him out. Has that one gone out into touch? Yes. And the kick, not exactly the cleanest, but did put them under pressure, and he wins a line out on the far side.
I think the linesman over on that side is better off putting his flag up than pointing at the line.
Yeah, I think he needs a quick training course on why he even has that flag in his hand to begin with. This one will go middle ball, no competition. Little Reading expecting them all and doing well to stall it. Looks like it's going to spin off the outside now. Ball at the back with Will Manning. Now a bit of a mess. Manning's. This ball does not look like it's. Oh, now it's been transferred. CT's got it.
Still moving.
Still moving. Not sure Elliot Monk can dig this out now, though.
I think we got a penalty coming as well.
And the ball does break loose, and he goes. Freddie CT. Yeah. Good score from CT. Kept hold of the ball that entire time. He needs a breather now, the big lad.
Can I just check, did Reading get the conversion?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, Charlie Thomas getting his name on the score sheet after having a forfeit the other day.
He's going to be the leading try scorer.
They managed that well actually, because they went some distance, and considering that Reading didn't challenge, it was, you know, they had everyone on the ground that they had to work through.
Yeah, it was good patience.
If you were Reading, you might think about challenging the next line out, no matter where it is on the pitch.
Yeah.
Some distance.
Yeah, it's always a little bit of a test that we've only had the one scrum, so that's kind of the first opportunity we've seen for them to have a proper go at each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good patience. 1-0 Maidenhead.
if you were Reading,
so this is a bit of a difficult kick. Can strike it well. He'll be open to get with, so they can be disappointed if he doesn't crack this one over. Kind of the first opportunity we'll see. Shoved it wide of the right post, so it will remain 7 points to 5 in Reading's favour. So this is a bit of a difficult kick. Can strike it well. He'll be open to get with, so they can be disappointed if he doesn't stop-start. First 15 minutes of this game, hopefully we get a bit more fluidity through. The ref doing kind of his best to keep both teams honest. What's been more handling errors than has been referee interferences that's caused some stoppages. So the last one of these was a good one. He's got players on both sides. We don't see that all too often. That's a beauty. Really dangerous. And it has gone 10, and there we go, play away. Referee interferences, that's caused some stoppages. It's got to come wide again, someone straighten it up. That ball's never coming out of there when it's tucked up with a jumper like that. There are still players blind, so he comes back open to his 10. Really dangerous. And it has gone 10, and there we go, play away. Oh, and a fumble from Haywood. Oh, and you just love to see some football like that. Coming out of there. The thing is, he can't have that onto his highlight, but then drop the kick in the first place. And it has got 10.
She is running away from you.
Yeah, and that is a good one, rookie, because it's a good. Gets his head over the ball, drives it low, just like he was meant to. The thing is, he can't have that onto his highlight. But then drop the kick in the rules getting explained to some of the players. And that is a rookie because it's a good his head over the ball, drives it low, just like he was meant to. He can't have because of rules getting explained to some of the players. They've got no competition at the back. It seems could have just fizzed it over to him. There was no competition all the way at the back there. But it's another steal in 9 out time. Something that both teams have really got to look at. And it is a windy day. Slip passing from the back. Good carry is isolated. It's another steal in 9 out time. There's only one man in there. God knows what is happening in that room, but great carry, makes one man miss. And that carry, Maidenhead number 9, showing the rest of his team what you're supposed to do.
That's a very good turnover.
Fantastic from Elliot Mumm. God knows what is happening in that room, but great carry. I would be in my big boy's ears saying, why have I just given that? Maidenhead number 9, and stop showing the rest of his team what you're supposed to do.
There wasn't even a suspicion of this hands going near the floor there. It's straight on the beat.
Great carry. I would be in my big boy's ears saying, why have I just slowly out there? Stop showing the rest of his team. Win this because this is really good. There wasn't even a suspicion of this hands going near the floor there. It's straight on the beat. The ball that worked so well last time. That's a great carry. We'll have a break. It's Anthony's son on the ground this time. The genetics in the commentary booth today are not holding so well last time. That's a
It'll be interesting to see if Reading actually compete in this round next time.
Just a quick tape and we carry on.
Yes, both teams are pretty much in the same commentary booth today. They're not a let's just throw the ball. It's really just a 50-50 ball going on at the minute. There's kind of no, we haven't seen many skills or even a threat of it going over the top.
There's little finesse.
Both teams are pretty much in the same commentary booth. And the medical opinion are medic he'll be on. It's really just 50-50 ball.
Sorry guys.
There's little finesse.
Okay, time's on.
There we go.
Don't think I've ever seen that boy not limp and the medical opinion. Here we go. Rolling with the fun. Looks like it'll be a bit Welsh. It's a bit of a fake of the dummy and then straight back to the front man. Good job from Joe there. Another fire ball. Couples, really good clear out. You just love to see the big number 8 taking out the 10. It's about looking and nice little fly high through. No, Maidenhead advantage.
Yeah, they knocked on loose head. Bellingham knocked on contact.
Yes. So there's a mixture of kind of either throwing passes for passes sake or just tucking the ball under the armpit and charging straight into the collision. I think both teams should think about how you can mix the two together.
Contact.
Because the collisions have just on both sides have been good up front, and there's a mixture. When you just passing it for passing sake, it's difficult to make yards.
Absolutely.
Great throwing pass as Rugby want to go. Both managed to make a few deep. He's got Australians there. He'll look over it. He'll come back inside to his 10. He's got a couple of men there. He'll come back out the back. It's a 3-on-2 if they can play. He's got to attack the soft shoulder. Hayward's got it on the outside. Opens his legs up, and you just pass it for passing sake. And then move it to the fumble on the ground. It's such a shame. Great set.
It was just for a moment. Reading were very light up there on defence.
Yeah, I think 3-on-2 what we were saying. Everybody lined up. Two people for the collision, and then the second the ball comes out the back for hit subterfuge. It's such a shame. Great set. So it was defensive scrub on their own 5. It'll be interesting to see whether they try and make
Just for a moment. Reading were very light up
give
there.
themselves a soft clearance. Yeah, I think all their boys flat on the line. They do go backwards a little bit. The ball is there to play. They'll ask their centre to do a tough job and he's running up the middle. It does about as well as you could ask him to do. Another one-up runner, picked out well by Timmy Tinton. Really good steal.
That was counter right there, Maidenhead counter right there. Reading really should be protecting that ball better.
You know that job at that point in the game does about as well as you could. They're going to come with all they can to steal the ball. So you've kind of got to come with all you can to protect it. Just not slipping off on the hands, doing well on the counter. The ball's going to themselves. Same again, may not be
That was counter right there, Maidenhead counter right there.
much more stable base, ready to play away, but go for the same option. Look at step inside, does a few. Elliot won't make misses as well. But needed a Superman tackle on the far side, and they'll come back in. There is so much room. James Weston K is quick, but he's got a lot of ground to make up. Manages to make it. Oh, he gets handed off. Oh, I think the ball's got to go on the boot there. Maybe doesn't have a left leg, but that could have gone all the way through. The huge hole in the middle picks the wrong man out. All he needed was the pump fake to the first one. Needed a giant hole in the middle to walk through. And they'll come back in. There is so much room. James Weston K is really good at attacking run that from Reading from a horrible defensive position. Hand off is fantastic on the outside. Manages to stay on his feet and then look at this hole. Just sees the dummy here and he's got the ball in the middle. Picks the wrong man out.
I think in fairness, I think it was number 3 of Maidenhead got into that passing lane and just disrupted.
Really good at attacking. Scramble D's doing his job, making things fantastic. But now it's Maidenhead's turn.
I think it's Hitchcock Smith, the winger here, mate. That was a good run. Equally, it was a very good tackle to last man.
It was, yes.
That's what you want the fullback to be doing.
Maynard turns back to the wall, try and see what kind of counterplay they can look position. Ball will come out quickly, asking a lot of his 9, and there is space, and he holds really good step out wide. Not sure he has the pace to get there. He has men inside. Really good tackle on the top, does well to not slide over his team. Just enough to get inside of the shoulders. Manos comes back inside, carries a couple with him. Singleton, Reading comes still not back into the defensive line. Scotland, offside will be a Maidenhead penalty. Good hand on the outside, will come back in, and he deserves to finish that space, and he holds really good step out wide.
Well played. The litany of missed tackles from Reading,
Really good tackle on the top, does well to not slide over his team.
played with a lot.
Manos comes back inside, carries a couple with him. Singleton, Reading comes still not back into the defensive line. Scotland, offside will be a Maidenhead penalty. Good hand on the outside, will come back in, and he deserves to finish that space. They needed on the far left hand side.
Missed tackles from Reading.
Does well to not slide over his team.
Played with a lot.
Manos comes back inside, carries a couple with him. So a chance. Reading got missed one last time. And he deserves to finish. A few dropouts for Maidenhead today. They needed on the far left hand side.
Missed tackles from Reading.
That one struck a lot nicer and makes it lovely, lovely kick.
So a chance. Last time.
You alright, Brian? Oh, he just needs to have his get his nails done.
Few dropouts for Maidenhead today. They needed this
Sorry, did he get that conversion?
We're waiting for them.
So looking forward to this kick-off again. The last one was an absolute hurler. Right on the 10 metre line and an easy tap back. Will Manning put on a nice, did not have any help from Freddie behind him on the last kick-off. Interesting if he can replicate it.
Yeah. Well, then it would have been play on, I guess, because I deemed it.
As Ryan comes back on. An absolute hurler.
Yeah.
Right on the 10 metre line and an easy tap back. Will Manning put on a nice, did not have any help from. So we get back started. Pollard with the ball in his hands. This time he goes a little bit deeper. Straight in. Freddie will field. He'll come out to the back and he will boost that upfield. Not a lot of finesse in that one. Right on the 10 metre line. And they will try and attack wide. May not have the players there. Did not have any help. So we get back started. Pollard with the ball in his hands. This time he goes a little bit deeper. Spacing tackles in Freddie will field. Needers to be made. Great ball carriers again offside. Fourth offside in that one. Penalty advantage that's been given. They will try and just take it himself. All the room was there. He didn't back himself to really go through on his own.
It's a long way. It's a long way to that try line.
Yeah, those posts look awful small where you're getting offside. Fourth offside in that one. Penalty advantage that's been given. They will try and just take it himself. All the room was there. He didn't back himself to really go through on his own.
It's a long way. It's a long way to that try line.
Yeah, those posts been on point so far.
What's your son's name, Mike?
Joe.
Joe.
So that offside was flat front. So we're right in line with that.
It's just a step back.
It was just too eager to get up in the faces.
Yeah. And when you're the kind of guard and bodyguard out there, you've got to be just kind of that extra few centimetres doesn't really make that much of a difference in the collision. And the referee is always going to have eyes right on you. And that one, the first one that almost came off, even though he missed the jumper. And when you're the kind of guard and bodyguard out there,
Knock on at the back of the line.
Knock on at the back. Just kind of that extra few centimetres doesn't really
It's quite blustery, isn't it?
Fish marks.
The referee is always going to have eyes right on.
But try and find some excuse for the
Outside again.
throwers and the jumpers and the lifters.
Covers on it here. Knock on at the back of the line.
So pretty much the exact same position that Maidenhead's launched their try scoring run from. So they'll be open to replicate.
But try and find some excuse for the throwers and the jumpers and the lifters.
Covers on it here.
Never wait. So pretty much the exact same position that Mendo Perry has a great break off of the night, and it is a 2-on-1 outside, using a bit of a delay. Hayward doesn't quite have a chance to he does manage to defend one. Lovely offload.
That was a good offload, that second one.
See your feet now.
Pretty much the exact same position. Kind of where he went too far past the ball.
He did.
Managed to get to a strong position. A bit of a delay. Freddie.
Get your feet in the hands.
That was a good offload.
Little sling it by Joe with the tip on the CT and try scoring the first one. He has some men there. Another one.
He did.
What's going on? It's a city.
There's a strong position. Freddie.
Get your feet in the hands. Actually made by Green.
Little sling it by Joe with the tip on the CT.
Dead by Green.
He has some men there. Another one.
He did.
What's going on? It's a city.
There's a strong position. Freddie.
Get your feet in the hands. Actually made by Green. Just trying to say. I think he was going to the tackle, and that's just what happened.
So I think he's come with his arm to try and knock his hands.
Yeah, it was difficult to see on the replay actually. But, yeah, it's something to be reminded of in the bar afterwards, for sure.
A knock on by Reading as he's come to try and club with his arm back.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, it was difficult to see on the replay.
Yeah, from this position it's hard to see how that could be possible, but all the
Yeah,
players
it's
seem to
something
agree
to be
with it, so
reminded of in the bar afterwards, for sure.
tell on how good a referee's decision is when you get absolutely no complaints from any of the players. Reading as he's come to try and club with his arm back.
Yeah, it looks like it. And of course the referee is always right.
Of course, it's hard to see that as well. All the players seem to agree
Something to be
with it, so
reminded of in the bar afterwards, for sure.
tell on how good a referee's decision is when you get absolutely no complaints from any of the players.
Yeah.
Reading as he's come to try. So CT embarrassing himself.
And of course the referee is always right.
Need, I think, to get out of this scrum as early as possible to get his hands back on the ball and take it down. Actually, it's a fantastic try.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He knows he's not going to
Every time we
Yeah, a bit penalty for deliberately knocking out the back balance here.
every time. So I was just trying to listen to the referee explaining what was happening there. Oh yeah.
We're not on in the
Every time we
Fumbled it. Deliberately knocking out the back balance here.
every time. So I was just trying to listen to the referee explaining what was happening there.
So it's okay.
We're not on in the
Every time we
Fumbled it. Deliberately knocking out the back balance here.
every time. So I was just trying to listen to the referee explaining.
So we're back in play. Maidenhead put in, scored that debacle. We're not entirely sure how to do it. As Ryan realises that it's an attacking ball as the fullback and goes taking it over to try and get the ball. And
That looked very easy from a defensive perspective.
Maidenhead strolling down the middle. I mean, a good attacking play, as Ryan realised. Yeah, not a lot. I think maybe the line speed could go a little bit. And I think it was a classic 13 from hard, 12 out the back, and then both of the players went for the out the back guy and left the man running shit up to just kind of stroll through the middle. I mean, a good attacking play. That's a shame after maybe the line speed could go a little bit to allow kind of easy walking. It was a classic good finish nonetheless. 13 from hard, 12 out the back, and then both of the players went for the out the back guy and left the man running shit up to just kind of scroll through. That's a shame after maybe to allow kind of easy working. Good finish on the left.
So I think both teams are trying to play the game. The difference seems to be that when Maidenhead are running, there's slightly less commitment in defence from Green than there are from the Maidenhead defenders.
Assumption. It's the
So I
breakaway.
think both teams are trying to play the game. The difference seems to be that when Maidenhead are running,
When the ball
slightly
reaches,
less
especially
commitment
the
in
two
defence
centres,
from
the two
Green
Maidenhead
than
centres,
there are
they're just putting a layer of pace onto the breakaway. By handle,
Well, they've changed the ball, so clearly that was where they were going wrong.
It may well be 0-0 now. That one drifted too slow and far. Bit of a mix-up as the carry-on comes through. They just took it on a layer of pace onto the breakaway. I think
They've changed the ball, so clearly that was where they were going
I
wrong.
think that was it. It may well be 0-0 now. That one drifted too slow and far. Bit of a mix-up as the carry-on comes through. They just took it on a layer of pace onto the breakaway. I think
It's actually difficult to see even from the replay exactly what happened. We can assume,
Well, he's come from behind one of his legs. He hasn't seen him come from
certainly head on head, do you think?
Counting on the situation, okay? He's got a clear line. He's got a clear line of sight. He's coming upright, and there's been a clear clash of heads, okay?
It's actually difficult to see even from the replay
Thank
exactly
you. I'm mostly concerned about him.
we can assume.
They're behind one of his legs. He hasn't seen him. So he's come from
Certainly
behind.
head on head.
So this is the genuine question.
Yeah.
He's come from behind one
He's
of
got
his
a clear
legs.
line. Yeah.
He's then coming
Just make sure he's alright, and he's not saying that. Okay.
it looks like Maidenhead players alright.
I'm mostly concerned about him.
I didn't like the way they felt.
No,
He hasn't seen him. So he's come from behind.
head on head.
So this is the genuine question.
I think given his situation, he's going to be going off the pitch. The referee has to determine whether it's a concussion or a yellow or a red card. No, I think given his situation, he's going to be going off the pitch.
Okay,
The
well, I just
referee has
explained
to
to you,
determine whether
he's
it's
upright, okay?
a concussion
There's
or
a wrap. There's
yellow
for
or
me,
red
this the
card.
player coming across is not a mitigation, okay? The impact is through the body, and seeing the head, there's kind of a glancing contact, okay? I'm going to give you that card, okay? But he can't come back on, okay? He's gone straight down. That's just very safe, okay? There's no, he's come back on very good player coming
No,
across,
quite,
it's not a mitigation,
quite.
okay? The impact is through the body, and seeing the head, there's kind of a glancing.
And well explained, I think.
I'm going to give you this.
Yeah,
You don't need to come. But he can't come back on. Okay, it's fine. He's gone straight down. That's just very safe.
It's two.
I'm yelling.
Hooker.
number 8 will just come out.
But he was, the hooker was playing. And well explained, I think.
But you don't need to come.
Yeah.
10 minutes. It's fine. Yes, I know, but it's the physical. Fine, then he's fine.
It's two.
I'm yelling the sets in, okay?
Number 8 will just come out. Is there any place clearly not after the
He was, the hooker was playing. And well explained, I think.
It's a penalty.
Yeah.
Go on, 10
But
minutes.
they can't change it. They can't change this. He's got a yellow card.
regardless. Regardless of whether it's discussed or he's got 10 minutes off.
Exactly, so they can't replace him for 10 minutes.
It's surprised they give him the ball to kick it right after the lads.
But they can't change it. They can't change this. He's got a yellow card.
So just misses the second one. And after a bit of a break,
Exactly, so they can't replace him for 10 minutes.
it's surprised they give him the ball to kick it right after the lads.
Hang on, slowly. Attack is complete. Tackle tackle's complete and then he's gone up and gone again without releasing the ball.
Yeah, one of the relatively new laws, kind of that one used to be able to roll and crawl basically as much as you wanted.
Tackle's complete.
Still catches a few boys out.
It does. It was well spotted by the ref.
Tackle's complete and then he's gone up and gone again.
It's always frustrating as a player when you go to jack or something like that. The players just doing a few roly polies and one used to be able to roll and crawl basically as much as you wanted. Still catches a few boys out.
It does. It was well spotted by the ref.
He's not transferred, he's fine.
Frustrating as a player when you go to jack or something like that. The players just doing a few roly polies and one used to be able to tackle made. It looks like the ball is clear, very high, which is
It looks like it. That came from Reading, not contesting the ball when he came to the ground, which personally I think is a ludicrous thing to do.
And then Rob basically realises the ball is right there and it's over the line, so he just picks it up and puts it down.
It looks like it. That came from Reading, not contesting the ball when he came to the ground.
That'll be the half, Reading.
Personally I think it's a ludicrous.
And this one will be the half, and then kick this. He realises the ball is right there and it's over the line.
That wasn't one of the best throw-ins. That was easily
Hughes' decision to move over the next player.
to not contest it in the air and then not contest it in the ground.
This one will be the half, and then kick this. Trying to be like clever where they transfer it to the pass and then just get it outside.
That wasn't one of the best throw-ins. That was easily
Hughes' decision to move over the next player.
to not contest it in the air and then not contest it in the ground.
This one will be the half.
The one is,
That wasn't one of the best throw-ins. That was easily
Hughes' decision to move over the next player.
to not contest it in the air and then not contest it in the ground.
This one will be the half.
the one is,
That wasn't one of the best throw-ins. That was easily
Hughes' decision to move over the next player.
to not contest it in the air and then not contest it in the ground.
This one will be the half.
the one is,
That wasn't one of the best throw-ins. That was easily
Hughes' decision to move over the next player.
to not contest it in the air and then not contest it in the ground.
This one will be the half.
the one is,
That wasn't one of the best throw-ins. That
Hughes' decision to move over the next player.
to not contest it in the air and then not contest it in the ground.
This one will be the half.
the one is,
That wasn't one of the best throw-ins. That
Hughes' decision to move over the next player.
to not contest it in the air and then not contest it in the ground.
This one will be the half.
the one is,
That wasn't one of the best throw-ins. That
Yeah, 2.5. So one is
Wasn't one of the best throwers.
yeah. Yeah, 2.5. So one is
Wasn't one of the best throwers.
yeah. Yeah, 2.5. So one is
Wasn't one of the best throwers.
yeah. Yeah, 2.5. So one is
Wasn't one of the best throwers.
yeah. Yeah, 2.5. So one is
Wasn't one of the best throwers.
Hello people, we're back live. Trying to work on the audio at the moment. It's not been the greatest today, so hopefully in this second half the audio will sound a little bit better. You'll have to give me a heads up if it isn't on the comments. Oh, yeah, I can hear myself now. Doing very well. Anyway, we'll be back with you in a minute when Maidenhead come out, and bye for now. Hello people, we're back live. Trying to work on the audio at the moment. It's not been the greatest today, so hopefully in this second half the audio will sound a little You're live now, Mike.
Okay, so Reading are starting a man down for what, probably 8-9 minutes now?
Yeah.
Yep, and it'd be their hooker, so interesting who is feeding in the line out. Oh, really good chop. That's a perfectly weighted kick to put pressure on the receiver, and they get the immediate knock on.
That was the tackle of someone that's been told to step up at half time, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's had a few good carries. He's shown his class already, and that's a good one. Not quite the weight and the power to properly knock him over, but all he needed to do was hit him like that to get the knock on.
So now we got to work out who's going to be hooker.
Interesting that they didn't figure this out at half time.
Yeah. Centre's coming off. So now we got to work out who's going to be hooker.
Interesting that they didn't figure this out at half time.
Yeah.
So it'd be the prop going in to hook and a second rower coming in to prop on the far side, staying with the full 8.
Centre's coming off.
I always find it interesting to see how teams do, whether they drop to 7 on their own game or figure this out. But they're opting to just keep the full 8. So it'd be the prop. I think they have been under pressure from Maids, and a second rower.
Knee down on the far side.
To prop on the far side.
Number 22, knee down.
I always find it interesting to see once again how teams do really well set up. All of them then took out of that one, but they're opting to just keep the full 8. Yeah, it does well. It's under pressure from Maids, so the second very well held.
Not on the ball. Knee down. You're not on the ball.
I always find it interesting to see once again how teams do really well set up. All of them took out that one pass, just tipped up to his man in front of the guards, but it does well. They'll play on, there is space. If you can attack, really good footwork, goes through a couple.
Not on the ball. You're not on the ball. No advantage.
Isn't it?
I think Freddie getting in the passing lanes and then taking that on. That's one pass, just tipped up to his man in front of the guards.
That's the first team player.
Which one, sorry? The 9, yes.
Yeah, a little bit of a turn on and pace there, getting through the hole.
Body on that.
So we have had some in the Maidenhead back line, trying to use movement ahead. We've got Miles on the wing.
Which one, sorry? The 9, yes.
Coming off. Yeah, a little bit of a turn on and pace there, getting through the hole. So we have had some good solid scrum this time. There've been a couple that have been messy. That one a really nice pace. But you're always asking a lot. Oh, there we go. Yeah, bit of a gets absolutely melted. There's one boy I do not want to be running one-on-one on outside.
And he's won a penalty too.
Good solid.
He seemed to lack a bit of conviction, the ball carrier there.
Yeah, well, I always think when you're asking a lot from an attacking scrum, you cannot move drop. He gets absolutely melted. There's one boy I do not want to be running one-on-one quality. I feel like you cannot drop one of your backs just to give you a solid base to win the scrum, because then as soon as you figure it out today, it's
a man down. It certainly wasn't the expected play from that scrum.
As Ryan takes over kicking duties, that one maybe not as many metres as he would have liked, but just to give you a solid base to an alright start to begin with. It's interesting to see whether my input half time line out is going to work.
Certainly wasn't the expected.
Lovely tip, and it'll go again. Oh, doesn't quite get the fence as well. Just grab hold of kicking duties to drag it back. One maybe not ready, very, very tight. Just to give you and he's through.
Did he have hold of that shirt before he collected the ball?
I think it was close enough.
Yeah, lovely tip. So Reading with the chance. The kick then really unusual decision when the defence is that tight. Maybe not Reading very, and that one parried backwards for Maidenhead. Yeah, Aribe collects. Did he have hold of that shirt before he collected the ball? And it will be an exit play here. The Maidenhead will look for one short as Miles will get his first chance on the ball. Lovely carry, gets a couple of metres to nothing, and then Hunky will box kick away. Unusual decision when the defence is that tight. That was that tip. No, stay play. Doesn't matter anyway. That is such a hospital pass. The 4 Maidenhead players on the team.
He did very well to pick that up as well.
I think that's a case of following the coach's instructions without actually thinking about the game situation.
Absolutely right. Yeah.
Just you're always taught when you catch it out wide, play to the middle, but when you've got space in front of you, you don't pass it to someone that's got 4 players in front of them. But that's they do well, keep hold of the ball, and actually quite a nice kick to pay back, especially knowing how I think that's a case of knowing how the lineouts have not been a strong suit for thinking about the game situation.
Absolutely right. Yeah. No, and you would expect Reading to challenge this.
It looks like they are going to, and that one will go through to the middle again. So the team with not to come to play, manages to stay out and try that. That's they do well, keep hold of the ball, and actually quite a nice kick. Just like that, 2 out of 2. Knowing like someone went in at half time to tell them how the lineouts have not been strong suit.
So they do have a line-out maestro after. No,
Ryan under a lot of pressure, really good defense. Redditch that they are going to, and basically Maidenhead just swap that line out from where it was to begin with. Attacking ball. They do well, keep hold of the ball.
We'll see if Reading's line-out's got any better since half time. Did you speak to them as well?
I thought about it. I asked if they wanted to.
So they do have a line-out maestro after. No,
Ryan under a lot of pressure, really good defense. Redditch that they are going to, and basically Maidenhead just swap that line out from where it was to begin with. Attacking ball.
We'll see if Reading's line-out's got any better since half time. Did you speak to them as well?
I thought about it. I asked if they wanted automatically go into a short.
So they do have a line-out maestro after.
Ryan under a lot of pressure, really good defense. Redditch that they are going to, and basically Maidenhead just swap that line out from where it was to begin with. So that was what they actually attempted to do with the line out.
We'll see if Reading's line-out's got any better since half time. Did you speak to them as well? Back up to 15
Yeah, 6 or 7 minutes non-stop, so that makes sense. Just swap that line out from where it was to begin with. So that was what they actually attempted to do with the line out.
So Reading's line-out's got any better since half time. Did you speak to them as well? Back up to 15
Yeah, 6 or 7 minutes non-stop, so that makes sense. Just swap that line out from where it was to begin with. So that was what they actually attempted to do with the line out.
So Reading's line-out's got any better since half time. Did you speak to them as well? Back up to 15
Yeah, 6 or 7 minutes non-stop, so that makes sense. Under a lot of pressure, really good defense. When it's the ball and basically Maidenhead just swapped that line out from where it was to begin with. So that was what they actually attempted to do with the line out.
So Reading's line out's gotten better since half time. Did you seem to realise that? Back up to 15
Yeah, 67 minutes another drop, so that makes sense. Under a lot of pressure, really good defense. When it's the ball and basically Maidenhead just swapped that line out from where it was to begin with. So that was what they actually attempted to do with the line out.
So Reading's line out's gotten better since half time. Did you seem to realise that? Back up to 15
Yeah, 67 minutes another drop, so that makes sense. Under a lot of pressure, really good defense. When it's the ball and basically Maidenhead just swapped that line out from where it was to begin with. So that was what they actually attempted to do with the line out.
So Reading's line out's gotten better since half time. Did you seem to realise that? Back up to 15
Yeah, 67 minutes another drop, so that makes sense. Under a lot of pressure, really good defense. When it's the ball and basically Maidenhead just swapped that line out from where it was to begin with. So that was what they actually attempted to do with the line out.
So Reading's line out's gotten better since half time. Did you seem to realise that? Back up to 15
Yeah, 67 minutes another drop, so that makes sense. Under a lot of pressure, really good defense. When it's the ball and basically Maidenhead just swapped that line out from where it was to begin with. So that was what they actually attempted to do with the line out.
So Reading's line out's gotten better since half time. Did you seem to realise that? Back up to 15
Yeah, 67 minutes another drop, so that makes sense. Under a lot of pressure, really good defense. When it's the ball and basically Maidenhead just swapped that line out from where it was to begin with. So that was what they actually attempted to do with the line out.
So Reading's line out's gotten better since half time. Did you seem to realise that? Back up to 15
Yeah, 67 minutes another drop, so that makes sense. Under a lot of pressure, really good defense. When it's the ball and basically Maidenhead just swapped that line out from where it was to begin with. So that was what they actually Yeah, 6 or 7 minutes another drop, so that makes sense. Bigger a lot of pressure, really good defense, ready to go basically. So they just swap that line out from where it was to begin with. So that was what the original tip to do with the line out.
So Reading's line-out's gotten better since half time. It seemed to
Yeah, 6 or 7 minutes another drop, so that makes sense. Bigger a lot of pressure, really good defense, ready to go basically. So they just swap that line out from where it was to begin with. So that was what the original tip to do with the line out.
So Reading's line-out's gotten better since half time. It seemed to
Yeah, 6 or 7 minutes another drop, so that makes sense. Bigger a lot of pressure, really good defense, ready to go basically. So they just swap that line out from where it was to begin with. So that was what the original tip to do with the line out.
So Reading's line-out's gotten better since half time. It seemed to
Yeah, 6 or 7 minutes another drop, so that makes sense. Bigger a lot of put-in. Freddie just do what he can to try and dig that out. Does get cleaned up finally. Offside. Oh, and it's the second one that Maidenhead have given away. They're just like an easy, cheap scramble play offside. And they'll go quick. They'll try and launch something in midfield. Well wrapped up by Freddie. Tries to keep him up on his feet. Doesn't manage it. Freddie just do what he can to try and dig that out. Does get clean. And we'll go back towards the sticks. Yeah, he wanted the switch there. Didn't get it. Good steal from Will Manning.
Good rip.
Yeah, scramble play. Attacker just standing tailor to upright in the challenge. Then Manning took his opportunity. Missed pass from Arife. Hayward will try and go around the outside. Does well to not step wrapped up by Freddie. Tries to keep him up on his feet. Doesn't manage it.
Given, I didn't think his boot was out there, but
It was close.
Do what he can to try and play quick. Referee's tying his shoelaces, so I don't think we'll go back towards the sticks. Yeah, he wanted the switch there. Didn't get it. Good steal from Will Manning.
Good rip.
Yeah, scramble. Like another time. Does get explained to some players on the sidelines. I think this game is teaching you that we need to have a training section back towards the sticks. Take a switch there. Steal from Will Manning.
Good rip. Yeah.
That might be a knock on there. I think referee happy with the contest. Like another good counter up, and there's no 9 there. Does get explained to some players on the sidelines. Positions in the ruck a little bit high. Rife took advantage.
Yeah.
Nothing coming from it though.
And also, I don't think Reading had their biggest players there protecting the ball. They were stolen that. Yeah.
Referee happy with the contest.
Number 3, holding him on the ground.
Good counter up, and there's no 9 there. It's a similar sort of style. Positions of the positions in the ruck a little bit high. Rife took advantage.
And also, I don't think Reading had their biggest players there protecting the ball.
Coming off the instant.
They were stolen.
Giving it a hand to go a bit further.
Yeah.
Well, number 3, holding him on the ground. Skipper.
There's no 9 there.
Skipper. Hand count still really high. You're still on that warning in this zone, okay?
Also, I don't think Reading had their biggest players there. Yeah. And it's, the game's been hopefully Maidenhead, but Reading score here suddenly.
And it's broken away. Can he make it through?
Still really high.
Maidenhead back brings kind of a few extra defenders that he didn't necessarily need to into the game. There's so much room wide. But on the far side there, you are absolutely livid because all he needs to do is read, just hit the ground, give the ball to his 9, and it's a walk-in in the corner.
I think we call that white line food, don't we?
Defenders that he didn't necessarily need to into the game. There's so much. Just goes so high into the challenge, manages to let the defenders get underneath him. On the far does well into the wind. Absolutely, pretty much if you can get because all he needs to do is just hit the ground pretty brave. Give the ball to his 9 and just walk it in the corner.
I think we call that white line food, don't we?
Defenders that he didn't necessarily need to into the game. There's so much. Just goes so high into the challenge, manages to let the defenders get it as well.
I think he's got the wind behind him, so I don't know what he's like at drop kicks, but
I feel like in training, when there's no defenders in front of you, you've got all the time in the world to be able to hit.
Absolutely.
A few people closing down, you don't exactly have the luxury of time.
Another one to remember for the bar afterwards, I think.
Manages to let the defenders get it. Staying on the ground for a really long
I
time.
think he's got the wind behind him, so I don't know what he's like at drop kicks, but
I feel like in training, manages to just face up his man. He's made ahead of a full set of players on their feet that Reading are going to have to try and dissect. Don't manage it on the first one, and Rife's over the ball. Doesn't quite manages to keep his feet for long enough. This one will come out the back. No, lovely dummy again. Oh, and almost almost a great pick-up. Good training. Managing to just face up his man, and that's actually it's Maidenhead have a full set of players on their feet. That's one of those they're going to have to try and dissect. It's a bit of a break on the first one. The replays over to Gold. White manages to keep his feet for long enough. This one will come out the back. No, especially again. Almost a great pick-up. Dominated in the scrums. You actually fancy yourself to nick one of those. Face up his man, and that's just the scrum. The penalty, a different story. Feet one of those. They're going to have to try and dissect. It's a bit of a break on the first one. The replays over to back on. Maidenhead back to a full contingent, especially with 10 minutes left in this game. Game's 27-14, so really not any kind of ready attack. This is just a game that might need to defeat this. Maidenhead just back to a